Hey everyone, welcome back. Farming Simulator 22. We are here on Tranquil Waters. I almost said Tranquil Valley. That sounds kind of nice. Anyways, it's Tranquil Waters by Stevie. Safety first. And check this out. We've got a skate park. Well, I don't know if you'd call it a skate park, but it's something. And I'll tell you, it's not bad. It's not bad. Oh, landed it. Landed it. We got to get a third person. You got to get a good running start. And I'll tell you, if you don't land it, you kind of end up inside the concrete. Yeah, it varies. You either end up under the ramp, inside the ramp, if you're lucky. Oh, that cleared the ramp. Let's give it one more try and we're going to get to work. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Couldn't figure out what I wanted to do with field number 1. So I just threw down some ramps real quick. We're going to deck this baby out. I don't know, maybe we won't. We probably won't do anything else with it, to be honest with you. I spent like $4 grand doing this, so it's probably money not well spent. Oh boy. You guys should not leave me alone on a Let's Play map. I'm just saying, it's kind of your fault for giving me kind of the keys to the kingdom here, alright? So let's do something we've been talking about for a while. And that is, let's get rid of this pig pen. Let's get a pig food mixer down, I think. Oh yeah, I got some new toys. I've got a chainsaw. And we got our garden hose, so we don't have to be tethered to that stinking water pressure washer over there that gives you about 3 feet to work with. And the garden hose lets you run kind of fast with it, which I'm kind of surprised. And for the combine, where's our combine? For our combine, because every time I watch real farmers, they don't pressure wash or garden hose their combines. They blow the combine. You got to blow the dry stuff off the combine. So now we've got a blower to get all the loose, straw and whatnot off our combines and our header. So we are getting kind of fancy, I think, here on Tranquil Waters. You know what? Wait a minute though. Let's do test something. I'm not going to bump up the speed too much. We'll just do a little bit. Oh, no, it does. Yeah, it does slow you down. That's a bummer. All right. First thing that's got to go, these trees have got to go. Well, that's kind of interesting. I was supposed to hold the Alt key down. Ah, okay. It was kind of automatic. That usually doesn't happen. And then, let's get this tree. I know. It's kind of sad to see trees going off of Tranquil Waters, but we just can't have them in our way. Hope you're all having, by the way, a great Wednesday. Hump Day. It is Hump Day, I believe. Not quite for me, because I'm recording this Tuesday. 81,713. Let's just sell everything and retire. That sounds like a better deal to me. Holy cow. Alright, so an unnecessary pig pen is gone. Hopefully no regrets. What do we need to do? We need to do some painting. Painting. Stevie gave us quite a few extra doodads here to use for painting, but I think we want either dusty gravel I think dusty gravel with a mix of maybe some of this grass stuff. Gravel light mixed. Yeah, we might just do a little bit of mix of everything. I'm not sure that is blending. Yeah, that almost looks a little too... Well, let's start with that. It looks a little too neat. A little too clean. A little too new. I guess it is new. Kind of takes me back to the hinterland days all of a sudden. I haven't done anything like this since we left hinterland. I miss hinterland. What a fun map. We're going to have to do a revisit on that. We'll see how Heinrich and his new bride, the girl's name that shall not be named from the animal dealer. We'll see how they're doing. All right. And I think Stevie's got some mud stuff going on here or something. I don't know what that is. But it doesn't go away. Isn't that curious? Oh, is that some kind of moisture thing going on there? Maybe some water. Well, we don't mind water. We don't mind a little water. It gives it a bit of a look, I think. Let's go back to painting. Grass cliff. Wow, okay. We don't want cobblestone. That's way too fancy. Forest ground, grass. Let's get into the Stevie stuff. I think the Stevie stuff is down here. Riverbed, pathway. So pathway's got a little texture action going on there. A gravel pathway. That actually looks... That's actually... Is that kind of what we were... Maybe that's what we want. Do we want gravel pathway? Yeah, I think he's using gravel pathway for the majority of this area. Let's grab gravel pathway. And let's scooch up our square a bit. And we'll just kind of blend it. I don't know. You know, I mean, it always looks better when you're on the ground, like not so obvious. I don't think he's using... Maybe he's got some, like a blend thing going on here or something. I don't know. I don't know what you got going on here, Stevie. See, I've lost my touch already. There's the circle. All right. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure what he's got going on around here. Oh, it's kind of that gravel light mix thing going on too. Well, I think if we just blend it a bit, I think we'll just be fine. I don't think there's anything much to worry about. It just looks like... Yeah, alright. I think that'll work. Kind of regret doing that in a way because, well, I should have put down our pig silo first. Maybe. I was going to use the old, pig facility to kind of lay this out a little bit better. So here's our pig food production silo. And originally I was going to do it, well, here, let's see here. Let's do the snap build. Alt 6, is it? We'll do 45 degrees. I like the old snap build. Makes it easy to kind of do that number for us OCD-like creatures. I was going to do it this way, but then I got to thinking we could do it more like this way to matchy-matchy this thing, like this, because we're actually going to be putting in, and maybe if we put it somewhere along this neighborhood here. Oh, I hate making these decisions. You all know I hate making these decisions, right? I don't really want to do it this way. I want to make sure we leave plenty of room, because depending on what we have, if you drive over some of these things, it's kind of like automatically sucks it in, even if you don't want it to. And so if you have bales or loose straw and stuff like that, so you got to be really careful about where you drive, what grate you drive over. So I kind of want to make it so that it gives us plenty of room to deal with that. Boy, that's hard. I'm interested now if we go to sculpting and soften. Methinks there's a little bit of a slope action happening right in here. Maybe I'm wrong about that. Production, factories. Oh. Oh, that's from the platinum. Okay. Alright. Alright. I got you covered there, Chief. Ooh, that was... Yeah, it did soften. Did flatten that area out a bit. Alright, let's see. Would it be helpful if we... Well, nothing's permanent, right? Nothing's permanent. Yeah, I think that'll work. That gives us driving room through here. An area to drop off our goods. Kind of opens this up a little bit. And I was thinking we're probably going to end up putting some more stuff down around here. And maybe we'll do kind of a boxy... like a box thing, you know what I'm saying? Like if we want to grab some more Stevie silos, I was thinking we could kind of do a kind of a box deal around there maybe. But at least for now, that wasn't ultra expensive. And our selling our pig deal kind of definitely paid for that. Let's take a look at what this thing has to offer here. So we've got corn pig food, sorghum pig food, and potato pig food. So we need corn, barley, canola, sugar beets, sorghum, wheat, potatoes, and soybeans. This is all good because these are things we're definitely going to be getting fairly soon. Also, I think the capacity of this bad boy here is like a million each. So it holds a lot. And I'm glad to see there were no errors when I put that down. Yeah. It's an in-game. I think it's an in-game mod. A Giants mod hub mod, if I'm saying that right. Alright, so as far as construction goes, I think that's all we're going to do for now. And honestly, as far as our fields go, I think we're golden. We weeded and everything and got all that stuff wound up and ready to go. So guess what time it is? I think it's time to move to October. Reverse on this thing is a tad slow. TBG mentioned it's more of a hoverboard than it is a skateboard, and I would tend to agree with you on that for sure. It kind of reminds me of the Back to the Future. In fact, I think it'd be sweet if we could find a... Oh, do you think a tow? Do you think we could tow? I wonder if we could hook up one of those tow chains to this into the back of a tractor. Yeah, that might be kind of fun. Like the way my helmet color matches the wheels. Yeah, I'm kind of matchy-matchy there. Ooh, a little jump right there. Let's do one more jump. Let's see if we can make this happen before we go to sleep for the night. Nailed it. You know what we need to do? I know, bear with me. I'm sure you're all, at this point, have completely given up on this episode, but don't do that yet. Not quite yet. I mean, we're close, but don't do it yet. Let's sell this ramp. We can see where it was. Buildings. I think it's under tools. There we go. I think we want this ramp. Now it's going to be crooked because this ramp is like super crooked. But that's okay. That's okay. I'm not going to lose it. Let's just move it a little bit further away because we were clearing this one pretty easily, I think. All right. Let's go see if... Oh, where's my skateboard? There it is. All right. Let's see if that's a better... We need to be challenged. We're getting, you know, we're getting too good at this. All right, here we go. Here we go. Fonzie, jump in the Shark Tank. Oh, buddy. Woo. That is, yeah, that's all there. Oh, I can't pick it up. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Do I need super strength to pick up a skateboard? You do. That's awesome. All right. Let's go home and get some sleep. I know. Thanks for putting up with me. I do appreciate it. I do appreciate it. Yeah. Oh, my parents. Oh, that reminds me when I was growing up. My mom and dad. We were big in the hockey, street hockey. Let's do 7. Do you think it'll be light by then? We were big into street hockey. In fact, I lived across the street from a couple of kids, Peter and Tommy. They were brothers, like maybe a year, maybe 2 years apart. I think they were Portuguese, if I remember right. Oh, it is a tad dark still. We need to lighten up the mood a little bit. Let's do some time scaling here just to get a bit of light out. Anyway, so these two kids kind of got oh, that's so pretty. Let's stop it there. We can work in this kind of light. That looks so nice. Now I want to go skateboarding again. Oh, this is beautiful. Beautiful. So I lived next to these Portuguese kids. They were amazing. Loved soccer. I didn't, but they did. And they out there playing soccer all the time. Anyways, we got into the old street hockey, right? And we would set up one of the goals against our garage door. Because, of course, if you miss, you didn't want to go chasing this hard, I mean, brutally hard plastic ball. Sometimes we'd use a plastic puck, but we mostly used one of those street hockey balls. I think we're going to use a case. I am so going to attempt to talk and work at the same time. Actually, you know what? We can hit the soybeans first, couldn't we? I need my skateboard. This running's for the birds. So we would set up our street hockey goal. It was a regular hockey net up against my my garage door, so that when you missed, you weren't chasing it down the road. Plus, you weren't hitting a car or worrying about oncoming cars. Ready to harvest soybeans. Let's get after it. So, oh, I love that. I love those beacons. Do you have a beacon back here? I thought we had a beacon on the trailer. I guess not. Oh, wait. Yeah, there we go. Right down there. Beauty. Absolutely beauty. Honk for safety? That's map for safety. What's my honker? What's my honker? That didn't sound right. There's my honker. Anyways, either way, either thing you used, whether it was the stinking plastic puck or that round bruising, agonizingly bruising round plastic ball. And in the wintertime or in the fall when it was getting hot or really, really cold, and that's when you really wanted to play hockey, it would get, that thing would get cold and get so hard. But anyways, we would play, and that thing would hit the garage door, and it would sound like the house was coming down, you know? And my mom and dad used to get so irritated. My mom would get just so irritated with it. And kind of had one bad situation where we broke a garage door window. Yeah, not the best. Not the best thing in the world. But overall, it was a blast. I think the garage door must have been aluminum, because I don't remember. I remember there being little dings in it. I think my parents just eventually gave up on the whole idea. But no paint missing, so it must have been aluminum. We could dent wood. I'll tell you right now, man. We were young, but I'll tell you, and if you've ever played with those street hockey pucks or balls, you know what I'm saying. And when you get hit by one of those in the lower regions, you are gonna drop to your knees. And it wasn't cool. I mean, at first, you know, you'd think, oh man, we're gonna aim. You know, we're gonna aim for that, right? No, because we all knew. Ultimately, we all knew that was absolutely not cool. I think we got to the point where I played a lot of goalie, and I ended up for Christmas one year getting a goalie mask, but not the Freddy or the Jason kind, you know, the ones, the old horror movie or the 1984 Winter Olympics looking one. You got to check that out too. Is it the 1984? Was it the Dream? Was that the Miracle on Ice 84? Shoot, I forget now. And I know the goalie's name. I promise I'm gonna keep working. Oh man, what happened to No, I had GPS on this thing, right? Maybe I didn't. Is this the first time? No, this is the... We used it on our other field. Oh, but I used Courseplay, I think. Oh, this thing looks brilliant, doesn't it? Man, that thing looks good with the lights on. Okay, hold on a second. We gotta... Unfortunately, we have to... Let me lower our header. I'm going to unhook it. I'm going to try and be gentle here. Maybe I didn't put GPS on this thing. That's pretty crazy. I thought I did. Is it charging us? Yeah, I must not have done that. And license plate. What? There's something weird going on here. Maybe not. Maybe I just... It's usually me, not the game. So I ended up getting this goalie helmet. It was kind of a what was his name? It's not RQS Farming, dude. It's QS Gaming. RQS Gaming. We want back only. And we want GPS. And everything else we want the same. $15,000 for GPS. Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. Alright. Now we can turn on the GPS. Now we can go in and configure the stinking GPS. I am really having issues with that map button today. I think I want 0 for the time being. Oh, I do want lines for a moment though, please. Not headland mode. Oh, I haven't used headland management. Is that what it was called? Headland manager or something like that? I haven't used that mod in a long time. So that helmet was a huge plus. I mean, I bet I see today because that helmet saved my eyes. And then, even though many of you would probably argue, especially 10 Man at this point, that I honestly am blind because I miss some very obvious things in the game, but that's another argument altogether. Let's illuminate. Yeah. If you're gonna light it up, right? Oh, I love that look. Look at that look. That's beautiful. That, my friends, is what they call screenshot thumbnail worthy. So the helmet came along, but then I had to protect. I knew someday I wanted to have a family, maybe. You know, at some point or another, I realized that I might want to have kids. So we ended up getting the proverbial cup going. Then my buddies were like, you know, they were seeing I was kind of, you know, I was getting my equipment together, and they were like, whoa, wait a minute, is this dude, you know, getting serious, or what's the dealio, right? Let's see if we can shift this over. I know I could eyeball this, but we're just going to be neat about it. So I got the old interior protection going on. Brad, are you gonna be okay today, Brad? Because it doesn't look like you got something working here, buddy. Look at that baby lean. I like it. The header's staying flush. You know, I hope, just as a small interruption, you know, to actually talk about Farming Simulator while we're playing it, I hope Giants can get a flex header to actually flex one day. I think that would be such a cool visual to add on to the game, to actually have these things flexible. Anyways, and if they're going to do rocks, you might as well do gopher holes and stuff, right? I mean, I think that would be a look that you'd want. So I got my face covered. I've got my lower regions covered, and trust me, that paid off in spades. Then I ended up, because, you know, my parents weren't gonna fork over a ton of money for street hockey. I ended up doing goalie pads. Oh, I wanted goalie pads so bad. I wanted the real deal. I wanted the Ken Dryden special, man. I mean, if you don't know who Ken Dryden is, one of the best goaltenders of all time. I wanted to be Ken Dryden. I wanted his helmet. Didn't get that. I got what's-his-name's helmet instead. What's that goalie's name that played on the Red Wings for a while? I think he was even on the Russian Olympics. Really, Dominik Hasek, right? Actually, Chris Osgood wore the cage style as well, but he wasn't around when I was playing. This was years ago, right? So I got my helmet. I got my jewels covered. I ended up using a bunch of newspaper for pads, for leg pads. The downside to using the newspaper was you had to, like, I would tape it, like I would get some duct tape, but that was, you know, kind of a use it and lose it kind of a deal, right? No. That was kind of a use it or lose it deal. So, or one-time use, I should say. That's more accurate. So I would duct tape, man, I know, my pads on, but then you'd tear them off when you were done playing, and you'd have to throw the newspaper away, and all the duct tape would get thrown away. Eventually, I think I ended up with some kind of, like, my dad's old belt or something like that, or I don't know what I ended up doing. I think my parents ended up having pity on me, and we ended up getting some used. They ended up finding there was a used sporting goods shop. Use it against sports or play it against sports. I think that's what it was called. Play it against sports. And they were amazing. And my parents found me some junior goalie pads. Weren't the greatest, but they were goalie pads. And they were going to get beat up anyways because we're playing on concrete, right? I mean, it's not like, you know. And we were doing all the moves. You know, if you're going to play goalie, you're going to do the moves. You're going to do the slide and the splits. Everything that would actually break me in half today used to be able to do. We actually got pretty good. We were pretty good. We held our own against other neighborhood kids. No question about that. A blocker. I actually ended up getting a blocker as well. I just used a regular, I don't know, baseball glove for, you know, never had a real goalie glove. Ended up getting a blocker. So I was pretty good to go. No chest protection though. So once in a while you'd catch a hard shot in the gut and it would just sting. It would just sting because you were cold. Oh, the pain level was amazing. But it was best time ever. Best time ever. And that was in Canada. Then we moved, and I was so upset because I was losing my hockey buddies, Tommy and Peter. I was losing them, and I was just so upset about the whole thing. Lo and behold, we're not gonna do we're gonna eyeball this end. Lo and behold, I get lucky enough to move next to a family whose dad, excuse me, major hockey fan, absolute massive hockey fan, and had a family ice rink in their backyard. This dude would legitimately, in the fall, he would put up boards, hockey, not the real rink boards, but similar. I mean, he was going out, all out. He put these boards in there, and they were supported. I mean, you could check people into these boards pretty well, and no glass, obviously, but they had the boards, and he would flood that baby when it was time, and we had an ice rink. All winter long, we had a legit skating hockey ice rink, and my fortune, I just couldn't believe it. And they would let me play and come over, and we had an amazing time. That's when I started getting into more ice hockey instead of street hockey. I can say without a doubt I was better at street hockey than I was ice hockey. No question about that. Ice hockey is a whole different level. Whole different level. You know, because you got the whole skate thing going on, right? And that threw a little hitch in my step, you know. But then I learned to skate and stuff. But I never got good enough on skates to really amount to anything for that. But we play some street hockey during the summer. But for them, they were more seasonal sport people. So in the summertime, hockey was kind of rare, which was kind of a bummer for me. But yeah, it was all good. But I'll never forget the pain of catching a street hockey puck of it just slamming into your skin. I don't know which was worse. I don't know if the ball was worse or the puck. I think the ball was worse simply because we could usually get a lot more velocity on the ball than we could the puck. The puck usually stayed lower, and didn't have the velocity the ball had. So I would definitely say I would pick a puck over a ball just for my own health. If you did get a rise out of the puck and it did hit you square in the jaw or something, you felt that so hard. We could do another header to make life, another headland to make life a little easier on ourselves, but we need to wrap it up regardless. I think this thing is just about full, so we kind of need to go grab our trailer. I am going to let you all go and leave it at that. What a beautiful, beautiful October morning here on the farm. I might just hire this out and go do some more skateboarding. We'll see. Anyways, you all have an amazing Wednesday. If you have a chance, go outside, play some street hockey. You know, relive that childhood. It's a ton of fun. And stay safe, take care of each other, and take care of yourselves. I'll see you in Hagenstedt tomorrow morning. I think that's all I got. All right, you all take care of yourselves. Bye for now.